Welcome in, everybody. This is the Dr. Nick's Amazing Man Stuff YouTube channel, and this specifically is the Doctor's Orders live stream. I believe we are on episode 13 right now. That is absolutely amazing. Episode 13. As you guys come in, if you don't mind, just a gentle request, reminder, if you could hit that thumbs up on this video, it does help out, especially a new and growing YouTube channel. And one thing that we'll probably touch on today, but hopefully you guys see this, we are absolutely persistent on building a community, on building this the right way. And one of the outlets that we really enjoy is YouTube, and specifically these live streams. And we'll be doing videos and other things that we'll be adding in there. But I would like to introduce the gentleman to the side of me over here. This is the doctor himself, Mr. Nick. Nick, how you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. How the hell are you doing?
Good. I'm doing really good. We had as many that watched the stream last week know, I was in Florida for 5 days or 6 days last week, and in Georgia for 3 days. So we've been gone for a while. The work didn't stop, so I still got the work going, and on all fronts, of course, nothing ever misses a beat. But I'm happy to be back home, happy to be in the gym and sleeping in my own bed, my own shower. All you guys know, you love vacation, but when you come home to some of those things that you love, it just feels good.
Creature comforts, man. You know, but all kidding aside, joking around, calling you a slacker. You know, I'm responsive when I'm on vacation. Like, I still work. I'm never not working. You know, it's if I have my phone on me, I'm working as much as I try not to be.
Yep.
You are just as responsive when you're on vacation as you are when you're sitting at your house working. So, you know, if you didn't tell me you were in Florida and I didn't see you in a hotel, a lobby of a hotel last week, I wouldn't have even known.
Yeah, it's the only way I operate. It's not a choice by me. I feel like, and the beautiful thing, if anybody doesn't know, my wife's name is Sam, and we have continued to grow together, which I encourage any couple. It's not about like bending and doing all this stuff, just grow together. And I think early on, it took some adjusting and getting used to for her to be like, you're always available, you're always this and that. And then it's like, she just figures out that's just how I am. That's just how I operate. I would not be the same person. If you took my work away from me, it's not a break for me. It's not a vacation. It would be stressful. It would be horrible. I don't like that feeling. I like being available, but I'm also good at prioritizing my family and being able to pick and choose my battles. So no, I kept working, kept going, because I sincerely enjoy this stuff. It's something that brings me happiness, brings me confidence, and I love being able to chat with everybody that's in the chat right now. So thank you guys. And again, hit that thumbs up if you don't mind. And if you want to share this out, I promise you there's somebody on your social media, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, that has not heard of this company, that has not heard of this live stream, that doesn't realize they are live right now about to give away some new products. They have no concept of this. Maybe your Instagram story or your Facebook post or your tweet will bring them over, and they'll be like, wow, I have faith in humanity again. There's good people out there. There's good companies out there. There's symbiotic relationships with all parties involved. So who knows? Maybe your share will make somebody's day.
It would certainly make our day. I can speak for ourselves that you know, we don't spend money on ads. You know, we spend our money on our products and growing the product line and good ingredients. And, you know, we're doing this just like our products, very organically, no pun intended. And so that's the way we grow. I mean, that's our growth strategy, is people liking what we do enough to tell a friend about it, and hopefully that friend liking it enough to tell another friend about it.
Yeah.
And if it takes 5 years to get to where we want to be, so be it. That's fine. You know,
100%. We know we're going to get there. And one thing that I do want to touch on that kind of piggybacks off Garrett's comment right here, and we've had dedicated episodes. Those of you that have come into this series later on, I hope that you go back and watch some of those early ones. I feel like they're just as good, just as valuable as these newer ones. But Garrett says, I introduced my buddy's dad to your company because he is sensitive to fragrance. I was like, ooh, I got a company for you. Super quick, Nick, your elevator pitch. Someone says, oh, wow, you have a beard company. That's so amazing. I love the new hat that you have coming out in a couple months here, a couple weeks, and the new stuff that you got going on. Why'd you start a company? What makes your company different? What's the elevator pitch about Dr. Nick's? Why'd you start it, and why are you guys different?
Oh, man. So the biggest difference with Dr. Nick's, as a lot of people know, is that we're all natural, and we do not use fragrance oils. We're all natural to the point of no absolutes, no fragrance oils. And we use all of our scent profiles are derived from essential oils, aromatherapy grade essential oils, no less. So we use all premium carrier oils, only really good high-end stuff. We've dialed it in over a long period of time with tons of customer feedback. And we think we have scent profiles that are good enough for people who like strong scents and like something that smells good and want to try something natural. And for people, of course, that have sensitivity to fragrance oils or any other artificial ingredient, we are completely safe for your face and your beard, and hopefully your senses and your face will be happier than ever because of it.
That's right. That's right. I love that. Okay. I didn't tell Nick about this. We didn't plan this. And guys, we do have 2 new scents we're going to drop today that are seasonal scents. We have some giveaways, but I want to do something a little bit different, a little bit fun. Now, Nick, have you ever heard of like TV show segments, mean tweets, where they, like Jimmy Kimmel, they read, like celebrities read mean tweets about them?
Oh yeah. Yep.
And they react. Okay.
I love it.
We are going to do something similar on the opposite side of things. We're going to read nice comments, and I want your reaction to these. Okay.
Awesome.
And some of them I might like set up something on a tee for you. And some of it, hey, just give me a general response on this one. So Chris B says, I'm loving the Dr. Nick's oil and butter. Best beard products I've ever put in my beard.
Come on. I don't know how. Well, I guess it's what you said. We're doing it right, but I feel just so honored when people say stuff like that. And so for Chris, the beard butter and oil, it's awesome to hear you say that, because of the work that went into the amount of time and work that went into that butter is a little bit silly, but it paid off, and I'm so glad you're feeling the same way, man. I mean,
and you said time and work, right? That's something that's super important to everybody involved with Dr. Nick's. Speaking of that, I literally had this ready to load here. Jill, who is, if anybody doesn't know, is Nick's wife and the other half of this company. And she says, you guys have been keeping me busy this weekend. I've been burning off all the gravy. And you just talked about time and work. Do you want to touch on Jill's work and what Jill was able to do this weekend?
Yeah, man. So speaking about, so I just had my, I don't know, 5th day of leftover Thanksgiving sandwiches for lunch today. I think I have enough tryptophan in me to take down an elephant right now at this point. I don't know how I'm still upright. But speaking to Jill, she has been running on just pure adrenaline, I think, since Friday. There's been lots of late nights, and what people people that have obviously tuned in a lot, they know this. People that might be new, they might not. We don't, not only do we formulate, design, and actually blend everything here in this building that I'm in right now, we also bottle, label, pack, and ship straight from this building as well. And Jill, with the addition of some help sometimes, like we pulled in this time, she does that primarily solo. And when we have 80 orders sitting there in the morning, that's Jill with the label printer going out and picking everyone's orders, packing them by hand, usually writing a little note, putting in some stickers, and sending it off. So it's not like we have a warehouse full of stuff that's already made that comes in from overseas and someone's going through with a shopping cart just picking out bins. It's a very personal process. And the good news is, when things get busy like this, we discover certain limitations and we fix them. And then next time we're that busy, we don't have that limitation anymore. So we innovate by necessity to keep Jill able to stay efficient down there. And we're getting really close to the point of adding on someone to the team to work full time down there with Jill, helping with those processes. And that's thanks to you guys. So
cool.
Keep it coming.
Lives. Yep. When you guys purchase, you're changing multiple lives, as well as hopefully benefiting your beard. So that's so cool. All right, then back to Chris here. And one thing that I want to piggyback this into a story from you. He says, everyone needs to know about this company, not only great products, but amazing customer service. On that customer service side, Nick, as the owner, brings something special. One thing is, he's available by phone oftentimes. And Nick, I think you had a story of and we've talked about, we've had buddy Corbin in Canada who called, and we had to go through the back end channels of PayPal to get his order processed. But you had a new call this weekend. You want to touch on that one?
Yeah, I had one last week, and I had a new one. It's great to be able to pick up, our customer service line whenever I can. And it's not like I just let it go somewhere and count on someone else to grab it. If I have time and I see it come through, I pick it up. And I love doing it. It's like one of the favorite parts of my days is talking to customers, because one, I'll either be able to just hear an awesome story about how our products benefited somebody, which of course just is wind in our sails, and I share it with Jill, and it goes a long way for motivation. Or on the other side, sometimes maybe I might have someone that calls in with either an issue or a problem, and it's a chance to figure it out and turn them around and turn them into a fan. We've yet to have that happen where it didn't turn into a repeat customer relationship, which is great. But this one from yesterday, I wanted to highlight someone. It's probably, he's probably in here, Zach.
Yeah.
Good dude. And he called up and wanted to share about his experience with our new beard wash and beard conditioner. He says he's tried a bunch of stuff over the years, and he says after trying our beard wash and conditioner together, it's the first time ever he's been able to put his fingers through his beard wet before drying or oiling or anything else. Like in the shower, still wet, fingers straight through. And it was, he said the detangling was probably the highlight for him. He said his beard was soft. It helped with detangling. He loved it. He got the face wash for his mom, and his mom had yet to try the face wash because it just came in the day before. But she's super pumped to try that. He was mentioning that, it's hard to find face washes where the first ingredient is an oil or like aloe, like ours, that isn't just exorbitantly expensive. And so I think we're going to have a lot of fall over from that. But what Zach pointed out that really just kind of pulled on the heartstrings a bit for me and just let us know we're doing the right thing. Once in a while, it's good to get a reassurance that what you think you're doing the right thing is the right thing. And he said that he said that we're different in the sense that we actually like interacting with the beard community, and we're building and like interacting with our community. He says this is the first company he's experienced where the owner will pick up a phone and talk about products and listen to experiences and give advice and talk about new products coming out, and just enjoying. He said it's obvious that we enjoy what we do, and we do, and it's reasons like that, I think, why we really like it. I mean, it's interesting in the sense, in my mind, I can't imagine doing it any other way. I can't imagine, not interacting with our customers in the community. I mean, that's how we do our product development. It's how we improve our products. It's how we learn what we need to come out with next and what people want. And I don't know how anybody would do that blindly in a vacuum. It's literally the lifeblood of our company, is what he said he appreciates most about us. And that just felt amazing to hear.
Yeah.
So cool. So cool.
And then Mark says, number 7, oil and face wash go together like PB and J.
Oh yeah, they do. What's up, Mark? Yeah, man. I think they do. I mean, the number 7 oil has the same essential oil blend in it as the that's what you got in today.
I do.
Oh yeah, so good. And it goes great with the face wash. The face wash has a slightly lower percentage of essential oils than the rest of the shower products because it goes just so much saturation on the face. So we kept it a little lighter, but the scent still really does come through, and it plays really, really well with the number 7. It plays really well with the number 9 too.
That's awesome. Now we have Ryan, who's been around for a long time. I don't know if Ryan can comment, but he has been a buddy of mine, a follower of the channel, I want to say 4+ years now. And he just dropped a really, really big statement. And he said, Dr. Nick's butter is the best I have used. And I'm telling you, he's going to put a comment if he's still here. I'm telling you, he's been around for 4 or 5 years, I believe. If not, it's dang close. And he just said it's the best beard butter he has used.
That is incredible. I mean, I really don't know what else to say aside from that. Just it's incredible to hear that. And the funny thing about that is that's what we're hearing from the bulk of people who try our butter is, it's either a quality about it. They like the way it either functions, like they like the way it is in their beard. They like the way it from a utility perspective, they really like it. And sometimes it's a texture thing because Jill just nailed that texture with our process of being able to keep those acids from crystallizing from the shea and keeping it from getting any sort of grit and keeping it nice and smooth, which was painstaking and still is on a weekly basis. But wow, I mean, it's awesome to hear that. I mean, it really is, especially as it was our first run at doing it, and we held off doing it for a long time to get it right. So knowing that that was worth it, I mean, it really feels good. That's awesome.
Yeah, and he's been with my channel since the very beginning. I mean, we're talking 4.5 years now of him trying every company under the sun, and great stuff. He's not diminishing anybody else. He's just saying it's the best butter he's used, and he's been buying butters for years now. That's
Oh,
wild.
that's awesome, man. Yeah,
Wild.
that bundle with the butter and the oil, it's been flying off the shelves. People
Good.
love it, and it's really cool to see how people are pairing it and how they're using it, and it's great.
Yeah, and then we have Tevin here, who is a former content creator in the beard space. Might come out with some new content, not beard related. Just a super kind, amazing person, and he's been around for a long time too. And he said, "I bought Dr. Nick's. I brought Dr. Nick's to work because I was running behind, had to get a shower and get dressed in the locker room. I shared Dr. Nick's with my coworkers who had asked what I was putting in my beard. That's cool, man.
Oh, that's awesome. Right on, man. That's great. It's so funny. We get people that come into our building and don't know what we do here because they'll be here to work on something, or, get someone coming in to do tax assessments or insurance inspections or whatever it might be. And they're like, what do you guys do back there? And I tell them that I'm, the founder and live animal test subject for Dr. Nick's Amazing Man stuff. We do men's grooming products. And it's funny the amount of people who leave with products who come in here just to do work in the building. And next thing you know, they're like, man, that stuff's great. I've only been using stuff from CVS, and what a game changer.
Heck yeah." And then Donald says that he picked up the unscented oil and butter. Everything arrived. He used the butter last night. Fantastic softness. His beard styled perfectly. And I'll take a reaction on that one. For me, I have tons and tons of oils that really work well, make my beard feel amazing. But there's something that's really, really hard to explain about the way that it makes my beard look. Right? You think that like all oils do similar. If it's a medium viscosity, it's a medium viscosity. There's just something special about it. And I have no qualms with saying that publicly because I know people are going to try. And I know that people like Donald, who is a very experienced beardsman, he has had probably 20 to 30 companies he's purchased from. And he says it's styled perfectly there. Like, I know people are going to try it and they'll be like, shoot, Dan's right. There is something that's unexplainable about how amazing this oil is. And I don't say that lightly. I really, really mean it.
You're right too. There is something from an appearance perspective that really does stand out. Like you get this nice natural look. You don't look wet. You don't look oily. You don't get greasy. And from a styling perspective, I do. I think there's something about the blend that it's hard to put your finger on. But it does. It's like the perfect amount of sheen where it never looks greasy or weighed down.
And then we have feedback on beard wash and conditioner is fantastic. What have you been hearing about the conditioner and beard wash?
From detangling to softness to people that have had irritation from other washes. I talked to someone who basically could only use a wash like once a week because if he used it more, it would dry everything out. He'd get flakes under his beard no matter how much conditioner and oil that he used. So he figured out that it was a once a week thing for him. He's been able to use this wash every single day without issue, no flakes. And so,
that's awesome.
Yeah, just hearing how people are either fixing issues that they've had with other products with this, or just, improving what they already had going has been huge.
Yeah, that's huge. And then my buddy Brad, who I just got to hang out with him and the family last week, he said down in Florida, and he said to completely agree with the styling. It's perfect. So you just heard that from somebody in Michigan with our dry winter starting. And then you heard that from somebody in Florida with their humid always starting. And he said that he agrees that it styles perfectly.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I mean, especially down in Florida too. It's, people think when they have dryness that living in a humid climate would make things better. Sometimes it makes it way worse. Like whenever
styling,
I go down to
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it makes it really tough. You put on some other oils, and you accidentally put on your sunglasses on your shirt, behind your, you pull one of these and put your glasses on. And next thing you know, you got oil all over your lenses of your glasses. I don't get that with our oil. I do get it when I try others, but I do not get it with ours.
Yep, absolutely. And Gary's been using the butter for over a month and absolutely loves it. He can't wait to get the number 21. And then Uriah says, Yeah, can't wait to try this company. I appreciate it because of the cause and the values. And on this stream, we haven't even talked about the charity work that's coming up. Working with a homeless homeless shelter organization in Boston to be able to help with so many things, like getting them beard and shower products and helping them get aligned with barbers, helping them with job interview skills. Guys, we will have entire episodes dedicated to that. The cause goes so much deeper than we could probably explain, and we're not here to just explain. That's not what it's about. It's about the cause. But you're right, man. And I can say that from someone that works with them every single day. Literally, I don't know if there's been a day in the last 6 months where we haven't spoken, Nick.
Nope. I mean, even on weekends, we're texting back and forth about something, planning things for next week or going over things that come in over the weekend. But yeah, you're right. I mean, it's we're dropping off our first case of body wash next week to the shelter down in Boston. I just spoke with their executive director yesterday. So we'll see some good photos on the socials. You guys will be able to check that out. They all want to come down and meet. And apparently some of the residents want to be in the photos as well. So we should have some nice group photos next week of dropping stuff off.
Yep. And that's
just in time.
Just the start, guys. It's one of the core values of this company, and what they really want to achieve as they grow is changing the amount of lives while this is becoming more and more successful.
Heck
and
yeah,
Nick says the butter's so nourishing. It's soft like crazy. I love adding a couple drops of number 7 to the oil to give it some scent. Man, we recommend that. That is a great way to go. Yep.
I just did that last night with this one of the new releases that we have coming out that just hit the website as we were talking here. And the butter with this peppermint bark oil at night was fantastic. Like, I was kind of one of those moods where I was like, I kind of want something to snack on, but I've been eating like crap since Thanksgiving, so I won't.
Me too.
And then I put that in my beard and I'm like, oh, well, that actually kind of does the job.
Yeah. And King Luna says, I love the consistency of these lives. I know it takes effort juggling wood shop, social media, beard company, its process, and the personal life. Man, thank you. I'll speak first on that and say that it's a source of pride of mine. I love our teamwork on these streams, whether it's literally planning the episode idea and what we're going to do, to getting the giveaways ready, to getting the graphics ready, to giving you content that is hopefully entertaining and adding value to your life, but also keeping consistency, whether we're in Florida, whether it's a day where, like, Nick had some really challenging medical news and was like, I don't know. I said, let's do it, man. Let's have a stream. Let's talk about it and let's help people's lives. That consistency is key, and there's a whole lot, and King Luna's acknowledging how much that goes into it. There's layers and layers to it, especially when you try to do it well and when you try to do it polished. So for me, that is absolutely a source of pride. The social media is a source of pride. All of it. It does mean a lot to me, and for people to notice, we don't do it just for that, but I'll be honest, it does help. That is nice to hear. So,
dude, it definitely does.
Thank you.
Thanks, King Luna, and thanks for all this stuff on Instagram, man. You've been such a huge supporter. We were just really appreciate all your help, and every time you do a post, it makes our day. Like we love it. And I mean, when we first started doing these, Dan, I thought on certain days when I'm stressed or I'm busy, just like I have lots of other stuff going on, and sometimes it's hard to get to those things that you have a regular cadence with when you get busy or there's stress or there's other stuff going on. I was worried about that in the beginning of this, thinking like, oh man, how are we going to juggle this when X, Y, or Z pops up and I'm going sideways that day. These streams center me. It really does. I mean, I'm not even just saying it. Like, if I'm having a rough day or I'm having a rough time, I feel better after these. So I don't think these are a thing anymore at all where I'm worried about working them in and how to make it happen and all that. It's you guys and Dan, I mean, it's motivating. It helps the rest of my whole week after these streams. So when I'm in a good mood, they're fun, they're great, and I'm pumped to do it. When I'm having a rough day, I look forward to it because it helps make my day better. So I mean, it's thanks to you guys for that.
Absolutely. And Mark, man, when you talk about supporting on social media, making posts and giving great feedback, he has been going crazy over the face wash. He said, I've been using the face wash twice a day now, 0 flakes, 0 tightness in his teen zone area, which he traditionally has had problems with.
And Mark, Mark, are you in Maine? Let us know if you're in Maine. I think for some reason you are. Unless I'm mixing up marks, and if
no, he's a Yankees fan.
No, so maybe, yeah. And so it's
New York, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, it's like you look at Maine, you got a good mix up there. They feel like they're not quite, they're not quite Boston, they're not quite
Yeah.
there, so they're not bound like we are.
Western New York for this Yankee fan.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah. So up there, man, especially this time of year, this is the time of year where my delicate Welsh and Irish skin that grew up in Hawaii starts taking exception to the weather. And this face wash has been huge for me up here. It's been super huge. I mean,
Yeah.
but like he was saying, he used to get tightness right after the shower. And I was talking to Jill about it the other night. And I'm just, we were talking about what stuff people were probably using before they're using our face wash and how it's just going to be so polar opposite and different for them. And the tightness after a face wash, you shouldn't have that. It's all the menthol and alcohol and all the stuff that's in these face washes and foaming agents and everything else. You come out, you're just stripped all the way, and I haven't had redness or splotchiness in months with this stuff.
Yep. No, that's a fact. And here's my good buddy Mark. He gave me we did a beard meetup, which was awesome. I can't wait for Dr. Nick's to get involved with some beard meetups. And he actually gave me a ride back to the hotel afterwards. So thank you, Mark, for that. He said, I've never tried Dr. Nick's before. What scents would you recommend, Dan? So I'm going to give you 3 recommendations. These will be my top 3 from this company. Number 1 is I shouldn't say it like that. The first recommendation is number 7. Mark, number 7. It is bliss. It's light, guys. It's not an overpowering. It's not a long lasting, but it's there. It's wonderful. It's relaxing. It's so nice. It's become one of my most used oils ever. Easily top 3 for me with my most used, and it's playing catch up with being a newer one in my rotation. And then outside of that, and Mark will get into these in just a second, no exaggeration, my next 2 would be the seasonal scents that we have right here. And for me, right, that I'm like, I should probably recommend one. No, these are the ones, the 2, even the ones that they're going away. These are my favorite ones. They are so good. And Vado S, what about Sam C? Her favorite's number 7, easily number 7. So, Mark, give number 7 a try, and then listen for the description in just a minute here on the 2 new ones that we have dropping, or that are actually out, but we will make sure and get you all the details in just a second here.
Oh yeah, yeah. The website did its job. I checked it.
Good.
It published them right in time as we started the stream.
Good. Now, is the IPA gone for good?
I mean, if I have anything to say about it, no, because that was probably Dan's favorite is the number 7. Mine was the IPA. That was my favorite scent of ours of all time. I used to be huge into craft beer before I stopped eating sugar, and it killed my ability to drink double IPAs and big milk stouts, which is terribly depressing, right up there next to chocolate chip cookies. And so the hops in there, like when I walk into a brewery, my favorite thing to smell is just wet, fresh hops. And the Cascade hops in that is so good. I just love it. And I may or may not have a little squirreled away and that I've been using out of my cabinet, but I am down to my last bottle of Reserves IPA. So I can promise you when that's gone, Jill's going to start getting the nudge about getting a hold of some more of that Cascade hops oil because stuff's just so good.
There you go.
So good.
Mark asked a question, and Jill actually followed up in the chat, but just so everybody can hear, is there a reason you decided to keep the butter only unscented? And Jill said it was a vote. We polled the customers, got the feedback, and then eventually in the future, there will be some that are added. But for right now, management and helping with giving what consumers wanted, it's unscented for right now.
Yep. And I've been, I still add a little bit. It's funny at nighttime. I'm probably of the camp that doesn't want anything scented 90% of the time when I'm going to bed. And I like the fact that it's unscented for that reason. Sometimes this time of year, I do want a little extra moisture in my beard, especially if you're outside a lot and it's cold and it's super dry, sub 15% moisture in the air. The butter really helps keep chapped skin away and everything else. So in those cases, I do add some. And for those reasons, I think we probably will in the future have some scented variations.
There you go. My man Johnny over from the UK putting the kids to bed. Hopefully he comes back and checks us out. We appreciate you, Johnny. Thanks for stopping in. We got a couple of people saying these big names, and this is no shade towards them, but big names are now in the garbage or set aside or given to somebody else because the new face wash, as Mark says, is what he's only using now and forever.
Man, thank you, Mark. Thanks for all the support, man. I mean, that's just so cool. That's huge. That's why we're doing what we're doing. It is.
Absolutely. So that was fun. I didn't even prep Nick for that.
That's awesome. These things usually make me feel great, but man, after today, this is fantastic.
Heck yeah.
Walking out of here super happy.
And keeping those good vibes going, you guys. I've been putting, as Garrett said, I was spamming the chat with the giveaway link. I just want to make sure as people came in. Guys and girls out there is a link in the chat. Go ahead and click that. All you got to do is put your name and your email address, and we are going to give away one of each of these new seasonal beard oils. So we're going to give away one of them for one winner, and then the other one for another winner, completely free. It will be sent to your house, to your P.O. box, wherever. It will not be opened. It will not be tested. It will not be sniffed. It will not be licked. It will be precisely to the condition that you would like. And also, shout out to Ken. He is he's got the big COVID right now, so he's a little down and out, and hopefully he's starting to feel better, buddy. Recover, my man. I know the Dr. Nick's, especially something like number 7 was so nice with recovering and so nice with just kind of feeling fresh again. But guys, we're going to do these giveaways in about
spray.
In about 20 minutes. So if about 20 minutes. That's so cool. So Judd the Stud, last night we had a string of amazing kindness, and hey guys, if you win it, please take the win today. But my buddy, I have a buddy from high school that's been kind of getting into the beard community, and he's been joining my streams, and his name's Greg Kahn, and he's an amazing, like literally worldwide photographer. He's got countless news articles about him and awards and all this stuff, and he won a $100 gift card last night. And he was like, let me pay it forward to somebody else that's from your like community that doesn't like know you in person. And I'm like, oh man, that's so cool. And then Judd won it from there, from going through, and he did the same thing, and he was like, let me pay it forward. And so we re-rolled it again, and that's what he's kind of hitting us with here. He said, if I win, Dan, you know what to do. That's so cool.
Awesome.
So cool.
Bunch of good dudes.
Yes. Okay, let's go ahead, and we have some more feedback that we'll go over, but that'll be in just a little bit here. Let's get the information to the people about these scents that we have and to be able to show everybody. So I'm going to drop the scent profiles down at the bottom, and then Nick, I'm going to bring you up here if you want to show them and then talk about the scent profile on each of them. And guys, these are out. They're available. They are seasonal scents.
They are. Yep. Limited quantities too. And once they're gone, they are gone. There might be a little stint where we maybe pack. It depends when they go. If they go super quick, we'll probably restock again so people can grab these before Christmas. And so we're just kind of, putting it out there, see what everybody thinks. First one, peppermint bark. And it is exactly like the name says. It's exactly what you'd expect. Everyone's got that favorite family member that comes over with an oversized tin of whatever you want to call it, peppermint bark, Christmas crack, whatever you want to lovingly refer to it as. But this one, I mean, it is. It's peppermint, chocolate, vanilla, and it all comes together. And when Dan cracked this stuff open, him and I were on video looking at each other, and it's like opening up a tin of peppermint bark. It's like a peppermint patty. It's not overpowering on the mint. I am not a mint guy. Funny thing to note. Dan is a peppermint guy. I am not a peppermint guy. I'm not a mint guy. I don't like minty gums typically. I don't like. It's just not me. But this stuff, just again, I got to just smell it to talk about it, I guess. But the chocolate blends in really, really well with the mint. You almost get equal levels of both. And then it's almost like the vanilla is kind of just like the magic carpet. They're sitting there rolling around. Oh, King Luna, you can put that in your pocket and use it for later. That's a good one. That's what one of my friend's moms used to call it. She was like this really well-to-do, nice Southern lady. and she'd talk about Christmas crack. And I'm not actually sure that she actually got the reference or not. I'm really not sure. It'd be like hearing a pastor in church talk about Christmas crack. But yeah, that peppermint bark, man. And you know, all of our stuff is very similar from a branding perspective. And we just got to talk about this for a minute. And it's kind of hard to see on the bottle, probably in video. Let's see if we can get it right up there. There we go. You can kind of see on top of the skull, we put a little Christmas hat on him. We scratched out Doctor with St. Nick's. So it's St. Nick's Amazing Man stuff. And we just had a lot of fun with it. You know, we got to play around with some of the logo stuff that's really consistent across all of our products. So it was fun being able to introduce some variation. And might as well throw it out there. Again, we do everything in-house, right? We do not have a graphic designer. I am the graphic designer. I can hack my way through most things with Illustrator. Dr. Nick's is probably the reason why I'm able to do most things I am able to do, but all this was done from scratch by me. All the edits, all the layouts, all the artwork that's on there. We whipped all that up last week and bottled this stuff, I think the day after Thanksgiving or maybe over the weekend, and had it all ready to roll yesterday for a launch today. So it was right up to the wire like usual, just like we like it, but it is good stuff. And it goes great with the butter. Like if you do want a little scent at nighttime, talk about a good nighttime scent, you know?
Yep. And then Mark wants to know what is the scent strength and duration. And I'll give just a little footer or a header here, and then you can piggyback off that. Mark, keep in mind with this company, they are 100% natural essential oils. So there are no fragrance oils, which have the ability to usually be stronger and last longer. So just a little preface there. I have both. These came in, you guys, 5 minutes before the stream started. No exaggeration. 5 minutes before the stream started, so I've not been able to wear them yet. I'll be able to tell you guys what I think about the scents, but I am super excited to get them in beard tomorrow and the next day. But with this one in particular, what would you say is the scent strength and duration?
So interestingly enough, both of these are actually on the stronger side of scents. However, the duration is still right there with your typical essential oil profile. The second one that we'll talk about here in a minute, the Yule tree, I think the spruce in that stands through a little while longer. And I'd say as the peppermint bark is in beard for a little bit, what you end up getting left with is a little bit of the mint, but mostly like a buttery, chocolatey kind of a scent that you're left with hours later. And so, but I would say when they go on, one thing I will say, if you use an Aberlite, and you use any other form of heated brush through your beard, be ready for someone to come walking into your bathroom asking what you're cooking when you put the heated brush through the peppermint bark. The essential oils warm up like a diffuser, and man, it smells like you're literally making peppermint bark in a kitchen in your bathroom when you're putting a heat brush through this stuff. It smells so good.
That's amazing. So amazing. Hey, Daniel, thanks for coming over, buddy. I'm glad that you stopped in. There's amazing stuff going on here.
What's up, Dan? Welcome.
So this is the peppermint bark. Anybody that knows me knows this is right up my alley. Peppermint's probably my number one favorite scent, individual scent ever. And then what I really appreciate about this is there have been a lot of chocolate peppermint scents throughout the years, whether it's a peppermint hot chocolate, whether it's a mint, an Andes mint, a peppermint patty, those different things. But almost always the chocolate comes off as artificial and candle-like and not enjoyable. Not always. There's been a couple that have been successful, but oftentimes they come off as fake. They come off as artificial. And so this one, at least out of the bottle, does not give me that whatsoever. It's subtle. It's natural. It is different in a great way.
And it's real cocoa. That's
crazy.
You know, the essential oil is actually so. That's the biggest difference. And if you gave me, do I want to smell like fake hard candy chocolate, you know, all day, or do I want to smell like real, actual warm cocoa for a period of time? I'll take that anytime. I'll take that all day. And so this stuff, just like all of the rest of most of our other oils, these are 100% from this supplier. She lives on the Big Island of Hawaii. She is an aromatherapist and Reiki priest. She makes all of this stuff, aromatherapy grade essential oils for her practices. And the cocoa and the peppermint and the vanilla that are in this one are all from her actual botanical derived scents. So you will get a very natural chocolate scent out of it. Don't think of what you'd think when you get like, and you get like those hard candies that are chocolate that use that fake chocolate scent and flavoring in them. That's what you're talking about with those with fake ones. It's got like that cloying artificial smell to it. You definitely don't get any of that from this. And if you think you like chocolate, but you don't want anything artificial and you're nervous, order it. If you don't like it, we will swap this out for you for something else that you do like. Don't let it hold you back if you've had chocolates that you didn't like before. I bet you'll like this one. And if you don't, we'll figure out something that you do like.
All right, say that one more time again. Just clearly look at the camera and that phrase. Just say it one more time, please.
If you try any of our products, this one included, and you do not like it, we will find something you do like and we will exchange it for you for free. We will ship it to you and we will do that until you're happy. We want you to, we don't want people to just get their money back and say, well, I tried it. Okay, didn't like it. We will give you your money back if we can't find something you like. Don't get us wrong. But if I had a choice of giving someone a refund or sending them something else that they like and turning them into a fan, I'm going to do that 100% of the time. So give us the chance to do it and we'll do it.
That's awesome. All right. And I have two quick questions before we go on to the next set here. Kevin says, what carriers do you use? I'll put those down at the bottom, then have Nick touch on that. But it is sunflower, jojoba, sweet almond, argan, borage, and marula oil. Thoughts on that, Nick?
I mean, hey, you got some usual suspects in there, right? You're going to see the sunflower, jojoba, sweet almond, argan, very, very common. I almost dare you to go find another beard oil that has borage and marula oil in it, along with everything else being cold pressed, not expeller pressed carrier oils. These are all manufactured in the United States, organic whenever possible. They are, most of the time they are, just about the most expensive oils from our suppliers that they carry are the ones we get. It's the AA grade stuff. But the the borage and the marula, I mean, those things are liquid gold. I mean, they're made for your skin and your hair, but they're insanely beneficial to your skin. So when you're looking at carrier oil blends, ask yourself, what in here is just for my hair and what in here could be good for my skin? And if you look at our profile, just about half of it is equally beneficial to hair and skin because your beard grows out of your skin and you got to take care of it. It's important.
Foundation. It really is.
Can't grow tall trees without strong soil.
There we go. And then one more question quickly before we move on to the second seasonal scent. Uriah wants to know, do you think you'll ever do anything with restrictor caps?
So, these bottles don't play well with that.
Right. That's what I was going to say.
These bottles don't play well with restrictors. And the reason is I'm sure someone who's in the audience that likes to study thermal dynamics and transfer of pressures would love to explain it better than I could. But there's just not enough volume behind the liquid in these to really get what you want. And it applies to tappers, disc tops, those sorts of things. Obviously, discs wouldn't work for us. So the dropper is kind of where it's at for us with these bottles. And a lot of people have shied away from these bottles, by the way, because of things like that, restrictions on what you can use for caps, the supply chain issues, the labeling issues, etc. We love them. And I'm going to eat these words someday, I'm sure, but we are going to stick with these things as long as humanly possible until scaling or something else so we can.
Yeah, there's a large company in my neck of the woods that has gone away from these bottles to the Boston Amber rounds because of those issues that you talked about. And as you scale and get large, it's harder to automate these. As you know, you had to get a custom labeler. So, but we love it. We think it's worth it. I mean, it's an amazing bottle.
And when that time comes, I swear I'm going to fix that problem with manpower. I'm going to use manual labor from people in our shop to fix that issue. We have some really good custom tooling to get these labels on that was custom made for these bottles for us by a guy out in New Mexico. And when you get churning through them, it's actually pretty quick. It's not so bad. And if that was someone's job all day, was just putting these things on, if I had a choice to switch or have someone that was their job was just applying labels, I think I'd go that route.
Awesome.
I hope
You guys are always asking such great questions. I'll take this one, Donald.
Hmm.
Marula oil comes from a tree, and specifically a fruit that's from Africa. Kind of looks like a mix of a lemon and a lime, and it comes specifically from that fruit of a tree in Africa.
Do you remember which animal's favorite fruit that is to eat?
It's an elephant, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Elephants literally start like territory wars over
Yep.
this fruit. Like they will tusk each other out of the way to get to the fruit off these trees. And if anyone likes any cream-based liqueurs, they make a really good cream liqueur out of this stuff called Amarula. It goes really, really good in espresso or eggnog. Just saying.
Yeah, Vado, yes, it looks very similar to bergamot. Yep, exactly. But this is a carrier, guys. It's a fantastic, very expensive, very nourishing carrier.
Yep.
All right, Nick, go ahead and hit us with the second seasonal and last seasonal scent that we have.
Man, look at that autofocus today.
That's good.
It's just like, do the boomerang. This is the Yule tree. In the Yule tree's description, we had a little bit of fun with it, of course. It smells like balsam, ornaments, and lights. And what it actually smells like is just about every single tree you could find in a Christmas tree farm. So it's balsam, fir, spruce, and pine essential oils, along with juniper berry essential oils. So which gives it just a little hint of something in addition to just being a spruce balm. So obviously playing with spruce and pine, you got to really balance those things with balsam and fir, because they definitely want to take over the world and whatever you put them in, and turn everything into pine sol, which you don't want. This stuff is, I mean, dude, it is like standing in a Christmas tree farm. Like it's like if you go pick out a tree and you have the guy cut off the trunk and you're standing there and they shove it through that net machine and all the pine needles go everywhere. That smell that you get right there, a little bit of tar, a little bit of pine, a little bit of the sweetness that you get whenever it's like the cracked stem of like a Douglas fir, when you crack the branch and you smell like that sappy pineness. I mean, dude, that face right there is what I did when Jill first came out. I was just like, whoa.
Oh man, it's so good. It's pine. It's in a forest. It's so good.
You're standing in the Christmas tree lot about to pick a Christmas tree that's too big for your living room. I mean,
man, it's so
what I put on the website. I was having some fun with this one too, and it says that it smells just like the Griswold's living room before Aunt Edna's cat set the tree on fire. It's like a holiday sweater for your beard, except it won't make you itchy.
It's so good.
That's it. I mean,
so dang good.
It smells so good.
And we are going to give away both of these on stream, you guys. But if you don't win, or even if you do, they're both available for sale on them. Squirrel was filtered out, Donald, to our best ability. I believe the FDA allows 3 squirrel fragments per ounce. So
yeah,
we're legal.
Yeah, you're allowed to have. Yeah, exactly right. Yep. That's it. You're allowed to have a little bit of cookie crumbs. and you're allowed to have the part per million actually for squirrel is about 4 parts per million.
Yep. I knew it was 3 or 4.
Yeah.
By the way,
you're
everybody,
right
sarcasm. For those that don't understand, sarcasm. We're not,
no squirrels were harmed in the making of Yule tree.
Yeah, we're not peanut butter companies that are allowed to have so many insect fragments, or canned tomatoes that can have so many fly eggs and all this craziness in the U.S.
No, sir.
I love things like our dye colors, that everything has colored dyes, but like Johnny knows in the UK that stuff's all banned and stuff, but we're like, whatever. But I'm cool.
Yeah,
let people make their choices.
We'll be fine.
Man,
yeah, is that what it? I remember someone saying it was like a rumor going around back when I was in like middle school or something, that like, how you got the ketchup packets and some said fancy ketchup packets. Everyone was saying it's just because it had less fly larvae
probably
in the ketchup.
Those are actual laws too. That's real. You get a certain threshold of those things per different products. I've gone through the FDA section. Why? I don't know, but it was interesting. All right, guys. So in about 5 minutes, we're going to give these away real quick. I want to go over some feedback that we pulled from people and from customers, and we have asked their consent to share these things. So this is something that's not like we're just taking and posting it every single time. It was asked if we could use it as a testimonial, and we want to go over some some of these, and I'll kind of read this, and then we'll go through just thoughts on this. And this is our newest one. We got this feedback just yesterday, and this is from number 9. And it says, I got my order yesterday of number 9 oil and butter. I'm having a hard time finding the words to describe how much I absolutely love your products. After using the oil and the butter once, I immediately noticed a big difference in the way my beard feels. I'm in the beginning stages of regrowing my beard and have been experiencing some itch as the hairs grow in. After using your oil and butter for the first time last night, I almost instantly felt relief. Also, I'm not usually one for citrus scents, but holy cow, you guys kicked it out of the park with number 9. Anyways, just wanted to share that with you guys and say I'm definitely a customer for life. Keep up the great work, and I will definitely be recommending you to anyone who asks about my beard.
Just right in the heart, man. Like,
yeah.
I don't care what you do in life for a job. If you did your job and someone said something like that about the job you did, I mean, how do you not just want to do whatever it is you're doing for the rest of your life? I mean, that's incredible.
Facts. Amazing. And all valid.
Awesome.
And then the butter.
So cool.
Just wanted to let you know, I cannot say enough how much I love your beard butter. Truly unscented. That's important. The texture of it's what I always thought a beard butter would feel like when I got vested into beard care. Your product is the 3rd beard butter I've used, and by far my favorite one so far. Thank you so much. Thank you for what you do and putting so much time and energy into what you're making. It truly shines through in the end item.
Wow. Just like the sticker on there says, wow. I mean,
yep.
You know, on this one, I will say, and on the last one about it being like instantly soothing, I attribute that a lot to the aloe that Jill used in there. Like technically, if you look at the ingredient list of our butter, it is 100% usable as a burn cream, right? So if you have irritation on your skin, or you have something that's itchy, or something that's getting burning because it was itching, I would say, and I don't want to guarantee this, but I would very much expect that you would get somewhat instantaneous relief when this touches your skin. I mean, it's going to calm down your hair follicles and make it feel great.
That's awesome. And Johnny says, I could have written the same. And Kevin B says, out of all the beard butters I've tried, yours is the best, and I am hooked.
Wow.
And man, and on my side of things, I love being able to recommend companies and talk about these things and rave about these things. And people would say, is it worth the hype? Is the hype real? It's not hype when I'm speaking honestly. And I don't have a problem doing it on this channel, on my own channel, on Instagram, because I know you guys are going to try them. And I know that feedback's going to come in like this. And like this, and like all the other ones that we've had on the screen. That's why I'm so adamant about this, because I want everybody to try it. I just want you to experience the difference, the Dr. Nick's difference that they have.
Man, I feel this is awesome. We need to do this at the beginning of every stream.
Right,
great.
Right. We need to start your day like this. I'm gonna call a meeting and read feedback to Nick.
That's great. Yeah, we'll just do that from 8 to 8:15 every morning, and I'll be riding around on happy skates all day.
Yeah. For sure. And hey, True North, welcome in the New England area, brother.
What's up, man?
We got more feedback here. I got recommended the oil by Dan C. There we go. And I couldn't pass up getting the butter as well. This stuff is pure magic. I haven't found anything else that leaves your beard feeling this good. And this is where I asked them if it was okay if we use this as testimonial. And they said, please do. I've watched several of the doctor's orders videos. Thank you. And as well as Dan's input. And I've got to say, what you have going up there is the secret sauce. Keep up the great work, and please don't stop with putting the effort in what you do. Your commitment to quality is top notch, and can't wait for the new products to be released. And I'll say on that too, the secret sauce isn't so secret. Everything you see is what the secret sauce is: passion, time, effort, consistency, commitment, and an absolute unwavering just dedication to making the best of the best, no matter the cost, no matter what it takes. That's the secret sauce. It's simple.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's one of those funny things. Like, it goes back to like all the fluffy stuff you hear growing up. It's hard work. It is. It's hard work and dedication. That's the secret sauce. It's about what you do, and if it's worth doing it right.
Yeah, and I like this quote. I'm going to have to make this. I'm going to trademark this one. Somebody probably already did it. But the secret sauce is very simple. It's not easy by any stretch of the imagination. Nothing about this is easy, but it is simple. This is not a complicated math equation. And guys, man, these comments are absolutely amazing. Don't change a thing. I drive my kids, my wife and kids nuts with how much I talk about how great the oil and butter is. Sean's girlfriend uses it. Man, that's so cool.
That she uses it on the ends. I love it. Get her a face wash. She'll love that too.
So cool. All right, more feedback on number 9. And you guys know I'm not a sandalwood fan, so these are not people coming from my side of the scent recommendations. And it says, got my number 9 today, and wow, I've been searching for years to find a product that actually smells like lavender. I have long and had a huge affinity for lavender anything, but it's always hard to find the good stuff. Y'all nailed it. I got the sandalwood at the end, which is a nice touch. Can't wait to get in beer tonight. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Dude.
Love that.
So cool.
And then, you know what? And that's, again, it's not easy, especially with the lavender. Woo! Getting that stuff where it actually is like the right lavender, where it smells like lavender and not like perfumey.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell like potpourri, you know?
Yep.
It's tough. And especially, you know, same with sandalwood. I mean, real sandalwood's, you know, $150 an ounce. I mean, that stuff's pricey. So, I mean, there's a reason why you end up getting stuff that kind of sucks, because people want their 95% profit margins.
Right. Before one more question before we get into the 2 giveaway winners here, Donald would like to know, when are you targeting to have the other scents for the beard wash?
I would love to say this year, but it's probably going to be January. And what we're going to do is do them all at once. So we're going to do, like number 9 will be next, and we'll have the face wash, beard conditioner, body wash, top down for all of them. So you'll never see where it's like you have a number 7 available in a body wash, but or 9 available in body wash, but not in a face wash. So we'll incorporate them all at once. And it's just all about ramping up the stock responsibly to where we can, do it where we're making sure that we're scaling without, doing anything risky.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. All right, everybody, there's one last chance here to enter these giveaways. Totally free, no purchase necessary. We just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting what we are building here, what we are doing here. Hopefully you're seeing with these comments, if you haven't tried these products, they have the ability to do more than just be good beard products. We really feel like it's helping people's lives, helping their confidence, all while changing the lives with the charities we work with the employees we bring in. There's so much to this. It's such a symbiotic relationship with all parties involved. And from the bottom of my heart, Nick, Jill's, and anybody else over there, we want to say thank you guys. And we don't say that lightly.
No, not at all. Like everything we're doing is possible because of you guys. I mean, it really is. And I attribute a ton of these first-time buyers that we saw come in over Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I mean, it's got to be because of some of this feedback and some of the reviews that you guys have left on the website and the stuff that we share on Instagram. Those are the trust marks that people look for when they're going to try a new product, is who else has tried it? What do they think? And all of that has been coming from you guys. So we're here doing the work, but you guys are the ones that are giving us the fuel to do it. So just very much appreciated.
That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. There is a brilliant woman that just gave a comment in the chat. Julie says, really, it would help to offer gift certificates.
Yeah, it's not a terrible idea.
Mm-hmm.
I think I kind of like that idea.
Sounds like a smart one to me.
I can give a lot of, I think I can give a lot of credits at some of my good ideas to that woman right there. That's my mom, one of the smartest, nicest women that exists on planet Earth.
Yep. Facts. That's amazing. All right. And we do have some requests out there. We have Ben is asking, and we got some people piggybacking. Nick should give us a giveaway time. True North says he agrees. Zach is asking for a giveaway time too.
I think it's giveaway time.
Oh, there we go. That's a 10 out of 10. Nick Stahl here. All right, everybody. If you see your name on the screen, comment in the chat just to let us know that you are here. We just want to simply reward people that are here. It's as simple as that. When you guys watch this, it helps get out to new people. When you share it, when you like it, all those things really make a big difference. So if you see,
you know what I'm doing, and I just realized I was sitting there reading comments. I didn't go nearly McMahon enough on that. Do we need to do a do-over?
I was spinning it positive, but I was a little underwhelmed. Yes.
Oh man. Well, it's a drum roll. We got to get the drum roll. And I think it's giveaway time.
Yeah. I said it with your chest. That was definitely a big improvement. Well done, sir.
Okay,
We'll keep
give it a 9.
practicing.
There's always room for improvement.
All right. Our first potential winner. If this is you, drop a comment as quickly as you can, and we will get this contact going. Jill will reach out to you to get your government name and your shipping address. Do we have Bradley Miller? Bradley Miller, if you're in the chat, drop a comment, and this win is yours. We do have another giveaway after this, guys, so don't worry. And we'll be ending this pretty dang woo! That's me. Sequoia Beard has won. Awesome! Congratulations. Yeah. You'll get reached out to with that email, so just keep an eye out for an email from Jill. Jill is working like an absolute mad woman to keep up with the Black Friday demand, the seasonal demand, and everything else that goes into normally running a company. But she will be able to make this happen here. And the first one we have there looks like we'll go with the Christmas tree and squirrel variety. So
that's right.
You'll get the Yule
tree.
Yep. All right, and then let me go ahead and generate. And this is just a random generator, you guys, from the people that have entered in to the giveaway so far. So our second potential winner that we have here, let's go ahead and see. I saw him earlier, and I know he actually had a question for Jill, so maybe this will all go into one kind of thing. Alan Keith, are you in the building? Alan Keith, if you are there, I know you're there. I see you comment earlier, but comment just to verify that it's you and that you are here to claim this second oil. Squirrel is the
new emu.
We're ahead of the game. Trendsetters.
We're really forward thinking,
Yeah.
Paradigm shifting. That's what we do here.
Just don't tell PETA yet, okay? All right, he is here. Alan goes by the name Barlow the Bearded. So everybody, if you don't mind, drop a congrats in the chat for Barlow the Bearded. We're excited for you guys to try these first and foremost, to get the word out about your uncensored thoughts on them. And of course, above all, we just want to say thank you. Being here every week, trying the products, interacting on social media. We cannot explain enough how much that means to us and how much it means to the growth of this company and the growth of a lifestyle brand, a community brand, something that really is doing it the right way. We don't have big corporate meetings about profit margins and about making sure we're efficient on this and that. We just want to make the best stuff. We want to enjoy this, and we want to build it up to change lives and help people. And when you guys are able to be here, when you're able to interact on social media, give reviews, give feedbacks. When you buy something and you get that email follow-up, give a review. It's going to take you 2 minutes, and it can make a big difference. So thank you sincerely. I see it, Nick sees it, Jill sees it, and I know you guys know the value of that. It means a lot to us. It really does.
Man, means the world. Means the world.
Well, believe it or not, that is 1 hour and 3 minutes. It's silly how fast that goes.
Yeah. Wow. I looked down like 10 minutes ago, and I was like, oh my God, we're at 11. We're at 150. What the heck?
Yep. So, Nick, go ahead and give them the send-off from our giveaway seasonal scent release and overall amazing feedback day.
Oh, man. Congratulations to the 2 winners here with these. I know you're going to love them. Please let us know what you think. Everyone else, give them a try. Let us know what you think. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Thank you for an awesome Black Friday. Thank you for an awesome Cyber Monday. Thank you for keeping Jill busy, giving Sir, something to supervise down there from the floor. Just again, thank you for everything. Couldn't do it without you guys. Pumped for next week, and can't wait to see you all there.